You relax on a plane without knowing the pilot, but you can't relax in a life knowing that God is in control? Just think about that for a second. Let it sink in. You board a plane with hundreds of people. You don't know the pilot's name. You don't know where he went to school. You don't know how many hours of sleep he got last night. But you don't worry. You just buckle in and you trust him with your life. Thing is, though, most people don't spend the entire flight panicking. They watch movies, they take naps, they listen to music. Why? Because they trust the person who's in control of the plane. But the moment life gets turbulent, right? A diagnosis, a breakup, a failure, an uncertain future, we start acting like God has lost control of the plane. We grip our seat, we panic, we assume that turbulence means that the plane is going down. And we just think that everything's going to stop just because the going gets a little bit difficult. But turbulence has never meant the plane is going to stop flying. And difficulties never meant God was going to stop being God. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him and he will make the path straight." Isaiah 41:10 says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will hold you up with my righteous right hand." Just because your life is turbulent doesn't mean that God is absent. And just because you can't see the destination doesn't mean God doesn't know where you're going. And just because you're nervous doesn't mean that God is worried. The pilot doesn't explain every bump before it happens. And God doesn't have to explain every trial before it happens. But here's the difference. The pilot is trying his hardest, while God is perfection. So if you can trust a stranger 30,000 feet above the air, why can't you trust God, who has the whole universe in his hands? Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, don't forget to pray today.